staying with the coronavirus outbreak, we go to our reporter Linda Mnisi, who's at OR Tambo International Airport. Linda, a very good morning to you. I know that you've been monitoring those entering South Africa throughout the course of the morning. And of course, there's still a lot of fear about coronavirus, and just assessing and looking at what the Chinese embassy said last week, that they feel that it's very important to ensure that those South Africans and other foreigners who are in China stay put in China and not leave the country, for them to better control and assess coronavirus. In terms of your observations with the security checks at the airport, what are you observing?
Well, certainly, evacuating for other countries has only led to new infections. South Africa has not reported any case yet, but also we're seeing quite a number of students returning home today. Earlier on, I saw some of them who were quite excited returning home, saying that perhaps there's been just a big hoo-ha made about this coronavirus. They say that they've been actually taken care of, and there's been enough measures that have been put in place to ensure that they are safe. But I've got with me Jiang Lu, who is part of the Chinese culture exchange. They've decided to bring back some of their students as a safety precaution measure. And he's going to join me now and explain to us why. I mean, Jiang, this outbreak happened in December, and you're saying that it's only now that you've decided to bring them back. Why is that so?
Because in December there wasn't a lot of cases, so we thought it was just a minor disease, then it will be over with very soon. But as we've seen, there's been a spike in the number of new infections. So as a precaution for the safety of our students, we've decided to bring them back for now, and they will return to China to continue with their studies once the virus has stabilized.
Have you been in communication with the authorities in China, and what have they been telling you?
The authorities we've contacted have been the education departments and the various universities and colleges. They have basically locked down the dormitories of the students, and have ensured that they do not go to well-populated areas. And also they've been provided food every day delivered to their dormitories, so that the students do not need to go out anywhere. So basically it's also just a precaution to the students, and to make sure that they do not get infected.
I understand you're in partnership with CETAs as well as TVET colleges. Has there been any form of financial contribution that you've made to ensure that they are safe and they're well taken care of?
Yes, of course. As the Minister of Health has said, I think about a week or 2 weeks ago, there is no need to repatriate South African citizens back to South Africa. So we have also not taken back any other students. These students we have taken back because they've been placed all over China, and it is difficult for us to manage them effectively and maintain their safety. So that is why we have brought them back.
All right, Jiang Lu there from the Chinese Cultural Exchange, which is an education program for taking South African students to China. Now, a majority of them that we've spoken to today are studying early childhood development, and they say they've been placed in various cities. Some of the ones that I spoke to earlier on said they were not in Wuhan, where the outbreak is originally from, but they've felt the effects because they've been kept in isolation for most of the time. They say when they exit their residence, they're checked, their temperatures are checked, and as well as when they come back. So if you come back and your temperature is much higher, then you're not allowed to go back into the residence. They say they've been quite, happy with how things have gone down, but they say also, psychologically it has really affected them, given that they are not allowed to go and meet people and be social, and also really not trusting anyone, as we heard from one of the teachers who also came back from China, saying that you're really kept in isolation to ensure that you're safe and you do not contract the coronavirus.
Thank you so much, Linda. Let's leave it there. Of course, we'll continue to track your developments at the airport there as we give you live and rolling coverage of coronavirus.